Welcome again, class, to CA7 Part 1, question number 3. Just so you know, there might be guest voice appearances by my daughter in the background. Please ignore them and let's go on. So, looking at this, it says, below are pictures of rectangular prisms that are partially filled with unit cubes. What is the volume of each prism in cubic units? Write the answer on each line and show work. Well, as you can see, there's 3 different boxes here. There's this one, and this one. But on the first one here, what they've done is they've actually drawn the box for you. This one they haven't bothered drawing the box for you, and this one they haven't bothered drawing the box for you either. But let's face it, you'll be able to figure that out by yourself. When you start to basically fill in cubes so that it looks like a regular shaped box, then you know you've got a regular rectangular prism. So let's look at the first one. The first one, as you remember, volume is equal to length times width times height. Well, knowing that, let's look at the different units that we have. We have the 6 here, which is the length. So I'm going to put 6 instead of length. I'm going to just substitute it there. We know the width is 3. Don't forget, length is long, width is short. And we have the height, which is 4. I'm going to put the 4 there too. So volume is equal to 6 times 3 times 4. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do the 3 times 6, which is 18 times 4, and that's equal to volume. This is how you should always do it. You should get used to doing this because you are going to see this in algebra where you start simplifying equations a lot more. So you want to get used to this whole process of substituting numbers for different letters and things like that. If you get used to that, it's going to help you out in the long run. So we have volume is equal to 18 times 4. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 18 times 4 over here. 4 times 8 is 32. And 4 times 1 is 4. Plus the 3 is 7. For a total of 72. Volume is equal to 72. And that is 72 cubic units. Alright? 72 cubic units. Alright? So that's how you do the first problem there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase that so I can move on to the next problem. But just remember it's 72 cubic units. Moving on to the next problem. Once again, we're using the formula volume is equal to length times width times height. And the length, once again, we're going to have to count on this one. It looks like the length here is 4 units. The width is also 4 units. Actually, those are both interchangeable. Okay, so 4 and 4, and then the height is 4. So what we actually have here is a cube when it's all filled in. This section here is not filled in, but that's what they want us to basically figure out. What would it be when it is all filled in? So we have a length of 4, we have a width of 4, and we have a height of 4, which gives us 4 times 4 times 4. Well, 4 times 4 is 16 times 4. So volume is equal to 16 times 4. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 1 is 4. Plus 2 is 6. For a total of 64. Now, can you tell me what are the units here? Hopefully you came up with that it is cubic units. We don't have any units specified, but basically what we're looking at is cubic units. All right? If they were centimeters, they would be centimeters cubed. If they were inches, they'd be inches cubed. So cubic units is what we're looking for. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase that, and we're going to move on to the next problem. Oh look, it's Floppy-Eared Bunny that wanted to come and visit us. Hello Floppy-Eared Bunny, how are you doing today? Excellent. Alright Floppy-Eared Bunny, well, unfortunately we do have to move on, so we're going to have to delete you. Bye-bye. Moving on, we have that volume is equal to length times width times height. Now, in this case, it looks like the width is about 2. And also, the length here is about 4. Now, you might say, Mr. Sims, how did you get that? Well, the way I did it was I actually looked on this side here. And do you notice that it's 4? When all of this is filled in, all this stuff back here, when it's all filled in, this is going to be 4 units in length. And then you have a height here of about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. So what we have is we have a 2 by 4 by 6 rectangular prism when it's all filled in. So the length is 4. The width is 2. And the height is 6. Now 2 times 4 is 8. So now we have 8 times 6 is equal to the volume. And 6 times 8 is 48. So the volume is equal to 48. Now, just so you remember, 48 is not the final answer. You need to add units. What are the units? Who can guess? I'm going to give you just a second to think about it. Excellent. What you should have got was that it is 48 cubic units. If you got 48 cubic units, give yourself a pat on the back. Excellent job. All right, moving on. We're going to see you on the next problem. I hope you guys had fun this time, and we will talk to you soon. Take care.